Hi, welcome, I'm Hannah. If you like this makeup look, I just filmed it for my St. Patrick's Day 3 green makeup looks. So it went up in St. Patrick's Day. You know better than me if that was yesterday, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. The reason why we're here today is that I'm trying to have a more curated collection. I have a lot of old makeup. I have a lot of things that have just been sitting there unused for a long time, and I want to get to know my collection better and make sure that it's really tailored to who I am right now. So today we're just going to go through the empties that I've acquired in the past couple weeks, as well as a bunch of things that I just need to get out of my collection now. So I'm going to start with more of the empties. I have this Prep Rally Detangler from Drybar. I really like this one. I've gone through this before, but I'm a little conflicted about it because I want to try to start doing more of like curly girl products. For a while my hair was like just waving really nicely on its own. I didn't do anything to it for months, and ever since the last time I bleached it, it just doesn't do it anymore, and I feel like because of that I'm heat styling it more. So I've been thinking that I should be looking into the Curly Girl Method approved products, just in case it is like, you know, silicones. I'm still very new to this, or like alcohol's drying out my hair, stuff like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to like 100% commit, but I figured I might as well like try to do something. As of right now, I'm not going to be repurchasing this, but I really like it. This is a body lotion from Pacifica. It's Indian Coconut Nectar Body Butter. It smelled pretty good. I'm no expert on body butter. This is actually one of those things that I've had sitting around my room for years and I just never use them. So recently I've been trying to like make more of an effort to use these things up, and they go pretty quick. I feel like especially in the winter, like my calves get really itchy, like they get dry. So even just like lotioning my calves every day, this went by pretty quickly and it was a pretty nice experience. I liked it. I actually like cut this one open too to get everything out of it. So this one is like used up. Next up is Good Genes. This is a product that Hannah Louise Poston is always talking about being kind of like her like most special skincare product, but she doesn't buy it anymore because it's very expensive. I bought this, I want to say like May, when Sephora was having like a random sale on it. I think this one's normally like $100 and maybe it was like 65 or 70 when I bought it. And I wanted to love it, but I just never felt that much difference from it. In fact, I did a sheet mask the other day. That's another thing, that I always have sheet masks just sitting in my bathroom that I never use. So I'm like, I should start using them. And using like one random sheet mask once, I felt like I saw a more immediate difference in my skin than I felt from using this for like 8, 9, 10 months, however long it's been. So I mean, I guess it's good that I didn't love it. It saves me from wanting to buy it in the future. But then it's kind of a shame that like I spent all that money on it anyway and didn't love it. This is kind of an empties. This is my old eyelash curler. It's from Tarte. I have since replaced it. This one I'm out of like the little pads for. I think I did like it better than the one I have now. The one I have now is this like bejeweled one, and this is like a regular plasticky one. They look really similar, but I think somehow this might be like a slightly different eye shape that's more conducive to my eye. But I mean, it's old, it's icky. I don't know, I'm kind of talking myself into trying it again. Okay, I might try it again. Next I have this Marc Jacobs mascara that I got in a Trend Mood box. I can't remember if it was the last one I got in December. I feel like it might have been whichever one I got before that. Actually, I'm almost positive it was one that I got when it was still warm out. This packaging is gorgeous. It's like raised in the gold parts and lower in the black parts. Really pretty. I thought it was a fine mascara. It didn't smudge on me, but it didn't do anything that I thought was awesome. I think maybe I'm hard to impress with mascaras, or maybe I don't try enough of them. I don't know. I feel like either they smudge or I'm like, it's fine. This one I used for 3-4 months. It started getting a little dry. It's time to go. No interest in repurchasing it. If I found myself having like a sample of it or something again, I would use it. The Kopari Lip Glossy. I like this one. I used it as like a lip balm before bed for a while, and I've run out of it now. It is kind of like sticky on the tube, which is annoying. I dislike that in a lip balm. I want them to like contain themselves a little bit better, but it was nice. It smells nice. I think I actually have another one of this already. I'll be happy to continue using it. This is a little sample of the Tarte Sex Kitten eyeliner. I probably have the lid somewhere in this box, but I don't know where. I used this one up. I was just using this for my tight line for a long time. It's definitely not my favorite black pencil liner, but it was good. It got the job done. It was fine. I'd probably choose the Urban Decay one over it though if I was shopping in Sephora for black pencil eyeliner or whatever. There are a lot of lip products and I think I'm going to save those towards the end. So there's a bunch of eye products in here. I was going through my Super Shock shadows, which I have barely purchased any in many years, so all the ones I have are, I'd say, easily like 4 or 5 years old. A lot of them are neutrals. When I first started getting them, I guess because of the creamy formula, they were really giving me something that I wasn't getting elsewhere in my makeup collection, and I think some of them still are very special, very sparkly, but they don't compare to my indie shadows. I think indie shadows take the cake on formula and unique colors. If you don't want to wait around for indie brands, then I think the ColourPop Super Shock is still a good idea. I like them, but they just don't mean as much to me as they once did. Maybe I'll try to do some swatches. Hopefully I don't talk myself into keeping any of them. This one is I Heart This. Okay, yeah, this is dry. That's another thing about them. I mean, I guess it's not that bad to say I'm getting rid of this after 5 years. If you could have a cream product for 5 years, that's not bad, but a powder product after 5 years I think has a better chance than a cream one does. This one is Glitterati. I remember wanting this because Tati always wore it. This one feels a little flaky, like it's like dried up in that way. It's fine, it's just like a silver. I got better. This one is Cuteologist. This one is slightly newer. I remember I got this in early 2018, so it's only been 3 years. This one's really dry also. Doesn't even want to swatch. Catnap. If I'm gonna talk myself into keeping one, it might be this one. Let's see if it's dry. Yeah, okay, it feels pretty dry. I think I can get rid of it. Yeah, it's not doing anything. It looks cute in the pan. I know I did enjoy it. They've done this a couple times where they release these shades and then the proceeds benefit like a no-kill animal shelter. So it's good to know that I supported that with my purchase back when I purchased this. And it looks like the last Super Shock we have is Sugar. This one at the time was very unique. It was like a light shimmery blue when I didn't really have any. And light shimmery blues were kind of hard to find in a vegan formula for a while, but I have since found many, and this one had its time. It was good. Now it's old. I have 2 Stila products. This one is Smoky Storm. This is a mini of their Glitter and Glow. I think they might be kind of phasing them out. I looked recently and I couldn't find a lot of the colors in stock. There was one, like Smoldering Satin maybe? I don't know. There was one that I wanted and I couldn't find it on Sephora, Ulta, their website, so. I mean, this one's super dried out. I feel like there's no point in even swatching any of these things. I think this is another thing for me, that when these products came out, it was kind of like revolutionary to have that much glitter, but we have glitter now. This is Freedom. This is a shimmer and glow from them. This one, I don't know why, this has always felt like a little special gem in my collection, but I think I've had this for about 3 years also, and it's dried out. I feel like I always have a lot of lipsticks when I declutter, because that was like my #1 thing to buy like 4 or 5 years ago, and a lot of them are too old now. And especially now, I have a bunch that I was swatching, not even in terms of decluttering, just in terms of like comparing and playing around. And I learned that a lot that I think of as mine forever are too old now. Starting with Candy K from Kylie. Yeah, it's pungent. I really like this color. I would love to buy it again in a not matte formula. It's gotten a bunch of use for me, but it's time to go. Also Dirty Peach from Kylie. This one's also kind of like a weird color. It's kind of one of those that didn't feel too light for me for the trends back then, but now it just feels ridiculous. It looks fine in my hand, but like you're gonna have to take my word for it. It looks dumb. We have Androgyny from Jeffree Star. I no longer support his brand, but oof, oh, this one smells awful. But I still have a couple things left that I'm kind of just trying to use while I have them, but this one smells really bad. I know I like this color. I wouldn't mind getting a similar color from another formula, but also hopefully one that's not matte or from an asshole. This is Dose of Colors Stone. This one was raved about, and I wanted to like it more than I ever did. I think this also for me was too dark in a time that I liked more nude lipsticks. Oh, it was also this kind of like lilac-y tone that I didn't want it to be. It looked more neutral on other people, and it really came out like this on me. Crush from Anastasia. This one makes me a little bit sad also. Oof, yeah, it smells really bad. I think this is really similar to Candy K. Yeah. In a way, I could see myself repurchasing this if like the Anastasia liquid lipsticks were half off at Sephora or something like that. That's how much I'm kind of like sad about losing the shade, but I don't want stinky lipsticks in my collection, so. This is Finders Keepers gloss from ColourPop. I had this in like a little mini sample. I used it up. I bought the full size. I didn't open the full size for a long time, and then I think it's still like aged even without being used, and it is stanky. It's kind of like an interesting cool tone gloss. It does come up on the lips pretty sheer, but it's like a cool like not pink, not brown tone. Ooh. Oh god, I need to stop smelling these. I need to trust myself that I put them in the declutter bag for a reason. This is Beeper. This I'm pretty sure was like my first ColourPop purchase. I think in 2015. It's a cool color. I think this one's still available on their website. Oh yeah, it's gooey also. But it is an interesting color. I remember especially at the time, there was really nothing else like this. Its time has come and gone. This is Make Believe from ColourPop. It's blue. This is the kind of thing that like I just wanted to have in my collection at a certain point, and I think I did a makeup look once where I just did like a graphic black liner and I put this in the lips. I'll put a picture up if I can find it on my phone. So it was kind of cool for that, but like I would literally never wear it out of the house. And I think that makeup look would have looked even better with like a nice like mauve-y or even like a berry color. So yeah. Yeah, ugh, and it smells bad. It smells like old cake. It smells like your birthday was a couple weeks ago and you were like, why do we still have this cake in the fridge? It's a pretty color, but just not for a lipstick. It's like a pretty color eyeshadow. I'm not afraid of funky colored lipsticks. I like a funky colored lipstick, but I think when it's light like that, it looks more ridiculous. If I'm gonna do a funky lipstick, I love like a royal or deep blue, a deep green, a black. Strawberry from Anastasia. I feel like this one I barely got use out of. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad now. It's a pretty color. It's a more kind of like orangey red. It is pretty. I could see myself like once my lipstick collection is smaller, repurchasing Crush and Strawberry if they're still available. This is Times Square from ColourPop. It's so bad. This one I don't think I even picked out. This one was like when they still did those like gift with purchase promotions. I got this. So it's more of like a cool toned nude brown. It was fine. It was never my favorite. Shroom from Lime Crime. Should we sniff it? I feel like I can't just stop sniffing all of them at this point. Ooh. I mean, it smells less like food, so that's kind of good. It just smells like old Play-Doh. It's a really unique color, which I liked about it. Kind of like a pukey brown color. It was interesting. Never got enough use out of it. That was kind of like a revelation I had a couple years ago also about my makeup collection, that in a way I ruined my collection by having so much of it, and so much that I could never fully appreciate a product because like these all expire. So I hope going forward I'll be able to have like a more manageable collection that, I mean, even if like I don't use a stick of lipstick down to the nub, I still feel like I got more out of it than like I can remember the 2 specific times that I've used this, you know? This is Tansy from ColourPop. This is an ultra satin, but it's kind of another like weird brown shade that I don't like as much as Shroom. It's just like a little bit darker. Not my favorite. I didn't sniff it. Should I sniff it? Ooh, yeah, that's bad. That's bad. I feel like sniffing one bad lipstick is one thing, but like sniffing like 20 bad lipsticks? Ooh. Thankfully for me and my nose, we're almost done with lipsticks. This is Grape Soda from Kylie. Alright, this one doesn't even smell that bad. It smells like a little bit bad, but it doesn't smell like bad. Now I'm kind of like, I don't want to get rid of it. I know I'm keeping the liner. I'm keeping this one for now. I gotta try it again. For my last 2 lip products, this one is Saint from Lime Crime. Ooh, yeah, that smells bad. Ooh, that smells bad. This is like a deep kind of like brown red. It's an interesting shade, but I never got enough use out of it. I think this might have been the Valentine's Day collection that I bought years ago that had Cupid and True Love in it. Yeah, it's a really pretty color. Never got enough use out of it. And finally, this is the Pure Peach Sweet Peach Lip Oil from Too Faced. I think I got this right when this collection launched. So that was probably 2015, maybe 2016. It smells old in the peach fragrance has multiplied. It's too much peach fragrance. This one I was never that crazy about either. It doesn't even feel oily enough. Maybe that's because it's old, but still. We have a couple stragglers. This is Rain by Clean. This I had gotten in one of those Sephora kits where you get a bunch of perfume samples and you choose your favorite. This is a long time ago. This one I thought I liked and I was kind of holding on to for a while, but I used it the other day and it just smells too citrusy. I'm a big fan of kind of warm, floral, fruity perfumes, and this one is just a little bit too much cleaning supplies. I find the cap to the Sex Kitten eyeliner. All right, 2 more empties and we're good to go. This is the Sly Makeup Melter Butter Cleanser from Drunk Elephant. This one was fine. It was a sample that I had gotten at some point. I said, I think in my last declutter, when I decluttered the Glow Recipe Papaya Makeup Remover Balm, that's the one that I'm going to repurchase when I don't have any more samples that I'm using up. So I still stand by it. This one was fine. It wasn't anything special of an experience. And lastly, we have Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I don't think this one's vegan. This was just a sample I'd gotten at some point. And again, it was fine. I'm not really missing out on anything by not repurchasing it. Thank you so much for watching. That's everything. If you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you could give me a like and subscribe. There's way more of this type of content to come. A lot of kind of using what I have type videos. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.